Hey, what is going on YouTube? It is Chris and
Carly.
and this is CNC
CNC
Reptiles. So we are excited to be back with you guys again. We hope that everybody had a happy Thanksgiving and ate lots and lots of food. I know we sure
Yes.
ate lots and lots of food, didn't we? Too much food probably, and in fact that's what our video is about today is eating food.
Yes.
So this is going to be another feeding video. In fact, it's seven feeding videos. So if you guys remember from a couple weeks ago, we did an update on the girls and just kind of some body condition that we saw with Bubbles. And not necessarily that she was in any trouble or anything like that, but she just felt a little bit different than what Cutie felt, right? She felt just slimmer, kind of felt, it's kind of hard to explain, but a little bit more hollow in her belly, and she was much more triangular when you kind of held her up and looked at her spine. And so what we did over the last 3 weeks is we fed Bubbles every 5th day, and we kept Cutie on her same weekly schedule. And so what you'll be seeing here is basically the last 3 weeks of feedings, where you'll see, again, Cutie eating 5 times. Bubbles eating 4 times, and Cutie eating 3 times. And so what we hope to do is this coming Saturday. So last night was the last feeding that we kind of got everybody back on track. So this coming Saturday we'll do another update video. We'll kind of take a look at the condition of Bubbles and just see if maybe she's caught up a little bit as far as that body condition just filled out a little bit more, which is what our hope is. So disclaimer, this is a feeding video. It is going to be ball pythons eating frozen thawed rats.
So if you don't like dead animals.
That's right. If you don't want to see that, if you don't want to see feeding of snakes, we're going to tell you, shut it off right now, because that's literally what this video is about. So we're going to count to 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, fair warning. So all right, guys. So on with the feeding. Alright guys, so we're getting ready to feed Cutie here. I'm going to try something different tonight. First off, I am by myself, so this is going to be a little bit interesting on how we do this, because I know she's ready to eat. But we've always put the rodents in hot water prior to feeding. What I'm going to try to do is actually just warm it up here in front of the space heater. So I've got the space heater kind of pointed towards the rack here. Kind of helps me keep some ambient temperatures going. So the rat is pretty much at room temp, and which is about 75, 76 degrees, something like that. So I'm going to put it here for about 20 seconds. I kind of did this before, and it got it up to about mid to high 80s, something like that. So I'm going to let this kind of set for 20 seconds here. I know Cutie's back there, and she's pretty well raring to go. So hopefully this is going to work all right. So I'm going to set it down. Let's see. There she is. She's ready to go. There she goes. Nice strike there. Got it right on the head. Kind of. All right, guys. We are back now. It's Sunday night, so this is actually day 15. So this will be the 3rd meal in 15 days that we have fed Bubbles. So this will be every 5 days. Obviously, that's 15 days. We fed Cutie last night. So we're going to try the same method that we did last night with Cutie and warmed up here in front of the space heater. she's been hanging out right here in front of the tub. So I think she's ready to go. So we'll go ahead and warm it up, and I'll show you. Just kind of wanted to get an idea of, I've already put it in front here a couple of times, but I kind of just leave it here for about 20 to 30 seconds. Let it warm up nice and toasty. It's been getting into the high 80s, 88, 89 or so, the couple times that I did it. And so we'll do this, and since I'm again kind of shooting short-handed here, just me tonight, we'll see how this goes and see if you can read the readout on that temp gun there. No, it's not showing as high as it was earlier, so we'll put it up just a little bit more before we open the tub here. I think that's probably fine, to be quite honest. I think she'd go for it, but again, with her, we just got to make sure that that it's perfect there. So, all right, so we're gonna try that. Let's see here. She's not at the front. She's moving towards the back. So, go. She's moving. Can't really tell where she's going. There she goes. There she went. Perfect. She liked that one all right.
Wow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70, 71, 72, 73, 74, 75, 76, 77, 78, 79, 80, 81, 82, 83, 84, 85, 86, 87, 88, 89, 90, 91, 92, 93, 94, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, 100, 101, 102, 103, 104, 105, 106, 107, 108, 109, 110, 111, 112, 113, 114, 115, 116, 117, 118, 119
Okay, guys, so there you go. That was a lot of feeding, wasn't it? That's a lot of feeding, and but you know, when you keep ball pythons, actually it's a lot easier, because once a week is a lot easier than what we feed the dogs, isn't it? So so what's our fun fact today, Carly?
Make sure when you're feeding your snake to keep the rat right in front of them, or they can like veer off and strike at you, or either when there's somebody watching you feed, they can either strike at the person watching.
That's right. So if you noticed in the last feeding video for Cutie, she actually, when she came out, you know, Carly kind of had it over a little bit more to the side, right? And she actually came completely out of her tub, actually towards me, who was filming at the time. So that was lots of fun. Luckily, Carly got it right back in front of her, and she took it, and no problem whatsoever. But also, we hope that you enjoyed. We forgot to mention in kind of the intro, we showed Bubbles, kind of the complete process. We've had feeding videos before, but we haven't shown the complete process of the ball python completing the meal. And so we tried to do that with Cutie. She didn't want to have anything to do with it. She's a little bit more, I think, sensitive, as it were, whenever she's feeding. And so, so anyways, guys, we hope that you enjoyed it. The next video, well, not the next video, but the first video for next week will be the update video, where we kind of take a look at Bubbles' body condition. We kind of see if we need to do this again. If we do, again, it would just put her back kind of where she was to begin with. So, so you got anything else?
And if you are wondering, we will be doing the rack video.
Oh yes, we've got a rack video coming. We've shown you the rack, but we haven't really kind of shown you the entire setup. So what do they need to do?
Like and subscribe and hit the bell.
Like and subscribe and hit the bell. All right, thanks guys. Bye.